12 things a toxic person will do to discredit someone in public. Beware these methods. Dealing with toxic individuals is never easy, but facing their wrath in public can be especially painful. Toxic people often use a variety of manipulative tactics to discredit others, particularly in front of others. Their ultimate goal? To elevate themselves by making others appear lesser, weaker, or inferior. If you've ever had the misfortune of encountering one of these individuals, you may have experienced or witnessed some of these behavior patterns. In this article, we'll take a closer look at 12 methods toxic people often use to discredit others in public, so you can recognize them and protect yourself from the harm they seek to inflict. 1. Mention something embarrassing about the person's past. Toxic people know that nothing can damage a person's reputation like dredging up embarrassing moments from their past. Whether it's a mistake made during childhood, a humiliating event, or something they've already moved past, toxic people often bring it up to make someone feel small in front of others. For example, a narcissistic parent might mention a teenager's embarrassing mishap in front of friends or family, attempting to ruin the person's self-esteem for no other reason than to gain control or attention. 2. Accuse them of something terrible, which they haven't actually done. One of the most insidious tactics toxic people use is false accusations. Whether it's accusing someone of cheating, stealing, or worse, these accusations can damage a person's reputation beyond repair. Witch hunts are often successful because once an accusation is made, it's difficult to erase the lingering suspicion. Even if the truth comes out and the accused is cleared, the stigma can remain, and people may still question their innocence. 3. Mention something personal about their past struggles. A toxic person may use someone's past struggles to undermine their current achievements or self-worth. For instance, they might bring up a history of addiction, mental health issues, or personal loss, using it to suggest that the person is unstable or unreliable. This strategy is designed to paint the person as someone not worth listening to, despite the progress they may have made. 4. Scream rather than speak. Toxic individuals often feel that dominating a conversation by raising their voice is the best way to control a situation. Instead of listening and engaging in thoughtful discussion, they may scream over the other person, drowning out valid points and making it impossible for the victim to be heard. By doing this, they aim to make the other person appear weak or unintelligent, while simultaneously asserting dominance. 5. Gather others to help put the person down or mock them. Toxic people rarely go after others alone. They often recruit others to join in their attempts to tear someone down, seeking validation from a crowd. This behavior is particularly damaging in social settings where the victim may feel isolated and powerless. If the tactic doesn't work as planned and the crowd turns against the toxic person, they may accuse the group of being cowardly or untrustworthy. 6. Imply that they're stupid. A favorite strategy of toxic people is to belittle others by attacking their intellect. This is particularly common in family settings, where a toxic relative might mock a younger sibling or child for expressing their views. For instance, if someone offers a well-thought-out opinion on a topic, the toxic person might respond with a snide remark, such as, "You barely passed your high school exams. What makes you think you understand anything about this?" 7. Demand their credentials, and then put them down as inferior. When toxic individuals feel threatened by someone else's expertise, they may try to undermine the person's qualifications. They might demand to know where the person went to school or what degrees they hold, dismissing any valid argument as irrelevant unless the individual has formal credentials. This is a way to belittle others and elevate their own perceived superiority. 8. Weaponize peer pressure. Some toxic people never outgrow the need to fit in with the crowd. They often use peer pressure to discredit others, especially when it involves behavior that goes against the norm. For instance, if someone chooses not to drink alcohol at a social event, a toxic person might try to publicly shame them, making them feel like an outsider and implying they're somehow flawed for not conforming to the group's behavior. 9. Pull rank/age. Age or status can be a powerful tool for discrediting others. A toxic person may use their age or position of authority to dismiss the opinions or experiences of someone younger or in a lower rank. By doing so, they attempt to discredit someone's viewpoint based on their perceived lack of life experience, expertise, or societal standing. 10. Play the victim card when losing ground. When toxic individuals feel that they're losing an argument or that others are turning against them, they may play the victim. This tactic allows them to shift the blame onto others and make it seem as though they're the ones being attacked, rather than being called out for their poor behavior. They may use their victim status to justify their actions, citing past trauma or marginalization as reasons for their behavior. 11. Weaponize the other person's frailties or differences. Toxic people will often target someone's perceived weaknesses or differences, using them to discredit them in front of others. Whether it's a person's race, disability, mental health, or any other characteristic, they may use these differences to imply that the person is less capable or credible. This harmful tactic aims to invalidate someone's perspective and make others see them as less than worthy of attention or respect. 12. Insist that the other person is wrong and ridiculous. Some toxic individuals simply refuse to engage in meaningful discussions. Instead of considering differing opinions, they dismiss them outright, labeling the person expressing them as wrong or ridiculous. By mocking the other person's point of view and refusing to acknowledge their arguments, they create an environment where only their perspective is valid, and everyone else is silenced. Conclusion: recognizing toxic behavior and protecting yourself. The methods outlined above are just some of the ways toxic people attempt to discredit others in public. They rely on manipulation, shame, and dominance to assert control and undermine anyone who challenges them. It's important to recognize these tactics and know how to protect yourself when confronted with such behavior. If you find yourself the target of a toxic individual, remember to stand your ground. Don't let their words define you, and don't allow them to take away your power. Stay calm, respond thoughtfully, and avoid getting drawn into the emotional traps they set. Most importantly, remember that the toxic person's behavior says more about them than it does about you. You deserve respect and dignity, and no one can take that away unless you let them. By understanding these tactics, you can better navigate interactions with toxic people, minimizing the damage they can inflict. Stay vigilant, protect your well-being, and don't let toxic individuals control your narrative. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss any new videos. Let us know your thoughts about this video in the comment section down below, and feel free to stay and enjoy it until the end. Also make sure to check out our next highlighted video, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.